Hello, HumeFog students. Today I'm going to show you Evernote and show you about setting up an account. Now the first thing you notice is that I am in Chrome and I'm going to start by installing the applet. What that's going to allow me to do is going to allow me to highlight text, right click and go ahead and add it to Evernote. So I think you're going to find Evernote really awesome and really helpful, especially for certain projects like this one. So first thing you want to do is go to Evernote. That's evernote.com, and then you want to go under products, and what you want is the web clipper. So click on that, and in this case I'm in Chrome, so I need to get that. So I'm going to get the web clipper for Chrome, and I'm going to add it, and it's going to add to Chrome, and you're going to find that really helpful. So great, yay. Now I have the web clipper for Chrome, and I can, you can start clipping to the web, and it's going to give you some information on that. So the next thing you need to do is you need to create an account. So you're going to click on Create Account, and you're going to go ahead and get signed in. Create an account, and I'm going to go ahead and sign in here, and I'm going to show you my account. So I'm going to be back in just a minute after I sign in. Okay, so I signed into my Evernote account, and I just want to show you what that looks like. Here I have a lot of different notes, and they're tagged. So this is one thing that's really helpful to me, because I can look and see the tags, and I'm like, oh, wow, that's exactly what I need to go to. So I don't have to shuffle through a bunch of information to find what I really need. The other thing that's really helpful, and this is so awesome, is that let's say that you're at school and something gets passed around and it's like really helpful, but you're scared, like you don't want to forget it or whatever. You can take a picture of it, and in Evernote, this is just like amazing. You can actually like start typing in search terms and it'll bring up that picture. So one thing I do now is I will take like pictures of people's cards with their contact information, because I'm scared I'm going to forget it, and in that way it's always there. I can just go to Evernote. So it's really helpful. So I'm going to give you an example. So when you sign into Evernote, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to click on a new notebook, and you want to title the notebook whatever your project is. So in this case, maybe it's an AP government project. Then to hit save that, and then it's going to then be one that I can add there. Okay, so let's say I go and I'm doing this project. I find something that's really helpful. I need to keep it. I definitely want to keep it. So in this case, I have this nice little handy chart here, and I want to add it to Evernote. And you see here, see where it says clip to Evernote? That's my applet I added at home. At school, it's not as easy to do because they don't allow you to add applets, but at home, so I got my little elephant there. I'm going to click on that, and then it's going to ask you to add tags. So this is statistics. Man, that's really important. It would help if I actually spell statistics right. And then I got to figure out which notebook it is. So I'm going to put in my AP Government, and I can keep adding tags. So I'm going to add in mass shootings. So I'm going to, and I can add a comment. So add a comment like, great stats. Okay, and then I'm going to go to Save Selection, and then it's going to be clipped there. Okay, so now just to show you what that looks like now, I'm going to go back in my Evernote in my AP Gov. Okay, so look at how awesome this is. So I have what I clipped here, which is my totally awesome graph, but look at that. There is my source information. Now it's not in MLA. That's your job to do that, and you can use our lovely subscription to help you do that, our subscription to EasyBib. But there is your information. It's so easily searched. It's been tagged down here. So look at here. See that tag there? I can click on that and it brings it up. So when you're putting in this information, you're going to be, the more tags you put, the easier it is to find. Creating notebooks help you find it. And it's just so helpful. Now there are some limitations to Evernote, and I want to show you some of those limitations. So the big limitation is that when you're dealing with a database, is not as helpful. So here I am on Gale Virtual Reference, and let's say I type in abortion on it. This is one of our library databases, okay? And so here it is, and then let's say I decide to clip this, okay? So go up to my cool little thing, and it's gonna, I gotta, still here switch. And what I've noticed is that sometimes it will not, it will not save it as well, or it will be hard to get back to later on when I'm not signed in. So you have to be really careful on when you are clipping from a library database, that it will show up the next day when you're not signed in. What I do is I'm going to go ahead and click it, and I'm going to hit close. So I'm going to go back to my AP Gov, and I should have two now. And what I do is that I notice it says Gale Virtual Reference, and if that's the case, it's saying something that I'm here like, oh, that may be a library database. It could be that it's not going to show up down here, and I have to go back into my databases and go to Gale Virtual Reference, sign in, and then it'll show up. So I'm just not going to guarantee it's always going to show up, but I just find it to be such a helpful tool. I think you will too. And so I'm going to ask that in this project that we're doing together, that you do use it, that you do use Evernote. And like I said, please ask me if you have any questions, but I think you're really going to find it to be a time saver. I think you're going to find it helpful, and I just think that you're really going to find it useful to you. Now here's what's another cool thing is that when you're done, you can also send this in by email. You can send all that your notes that you took, or you can even create a public link, which I may ask you to do, to send me a link to all your research. So that's another reason that I'm going to ask you to do that in Evernote. And I may require that you send me a link with all your research where I can look at it, and I can make sure that you're choosing good sources for that reason. So anyway, well, that's Evernote, and I hope you found that helpful. And if you do, just give a shout out to Miss Smithfield for showing it to you. Thanks again. Bye.